Yeah, we come with that heat. We got Skip on the.
There you are. Welcome back. Your eyes are not playing tricks on you. It is still the same $1 Million Radio. A different look, though. Just a slightly different look. We're back to where it started. About a year ago, we started this, boys. Welcome in, Jacob Fine, on Zoom.
Let's go.
He's hitting some moves.
I will be back where I started next week.
Absolutely. We took a few. Oh, and also Griffin Watts in the studio. Yes, boys, we're back.
Finally,
let's go. We did take a few weeks
exciting.
off. Rest, R&R, rest, relaxation, whatever. Because it's about to be balls to the walls here as football season quickly approaches. I do need to check the calendar real quick. I know we're 4 weeks out of the NFL season, and college football starts not this weekend, but next weekend. And so it'll be
that week 0.
That'll be week 0, and then the week after that, all the big boys will be playing some football.
August 23rd, baby.
I have to look and see if there are any more like overseas games. Like we saw Florida State, Georgia Tech in, what was it, Ireland? Dublin?
Yep.
Started off the
Yeah,
season.
that was awesome.
they're definitely doing that again this year. We just got to see who the matchup is.
Yeah.
That was electric.
It'll be interesting to see what team will be this year's Florida State to start out in the top 10 and end up with, what, 3 or 4 wins on the year?
Yeah, it's number 22 Iowa State with number 17 Kansas State. They're playing in Dublin.
Awesome.
So,
that'll be a good game, man. That'll be two exciting teams. So before we get started, just want to tell everybody, go check out our website, mdminds.com. All the newest merch. We got a new hat on the store. Griffin's
2 new hats,
got another one on right now. That will be the podcast one. It's not on the website just yet. Gonna tweak it a little bit before we go live with that. But this one, man, this one's just so clean. I had to put it on for the first episode back, as well as I don't know, just because I felt like it.
Because it looks freaking awesome and
It
people
does
should
look
buy it.
very clean, very clean. You're getting a deal with it too, by the way, just so you know. But yeah, boys, a lot to talk about. Football is right around the corner. Before we went live, about 10, 15 minutes ago, the AP dropped the top 25 preseason football poll. I don't really have any gripes with it, actually. I know Griffin said he didn't really like it, but
See, people who don't pay attention to Tennessee have no clue who Joey Aguilar is, and I don't think the SEC is ready for him to throw 3,000 yards in this offense.
3,000, Griff, you think so?
Probably a little bit more than that, if I'm being honest with you.
That's a sick man right there.
Hey, I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, my thing would
Ready
not
to get
necessarily.
that Nico taste up out of Knoxville.
Okay, I was wondering where you're going with that. So AP top 20. My thing with Joey Aguilar wouldn't be the yards. I feel like he's gonna be a gunslinger. He reminds me of like the Brett Favre prototype. Not necessarily because here we are, first episode back. I'm already dropping the name Jordan Love. You look at Jordan Love, he's kind of a mix between Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, but Joey Aguilar to me seems like the type of Brett Favre gunslinger where he's going to throw touchdowns, he's going to throw for a lot of yards, but the interceptions is what I'm worried about. We're going to have to see how all that plays out, as well as all the new people on the line of scrimmage. Our defensive secondary should be one of the best in the country, but you got to look at the defensive line. They still think that we're going to be around 10 men deep on the defensive line, just always rotating in and out. So we might not actually lose a lot up front. I think our linebackers are going to be pretty good as well. Offensive line, though, that's going to be the question mark. The wide receivers, we got a lot of weapons. Speaking of wide receivers,
and weapons.
well, I don't know about any weapons in this case. We're not quite to Georgia's level, but we did have Chris Brazzell, who got arrested for allegedly going 60 and a 35, and that's not a good look, but you don't necessarily you can get arrested for that, I guess, but. He was also driving on a suspended license, allegedly, from getting his license revoked in August of last year. It's a long time to be without a license. But anyways, so he is back on the practice field. He's got a court date August 20th, so about 9 or 10 days away from the season opener in Atlanta when the Tennessee Volunteers take on the Orange of Syracuse. It'll be a battle of the Orange, I would say. Boys, does Tennessee just come out all oranged out, orange helmets and everything? You think? Absolutely.
You got to. We're the true orange, baby.
We'll have to see who the home and away team is, I guess. But
Or Tennessee basketball debuted their black uniforms last year. Week 1, Tennessee football.
Nah, man,
black
you gotta.
uniforms.
Yeah, we gotta wait on the black.
You gotta have the black uniforms, a home night game around Halloween. That's my thing. And I think I looked at the schedule. I had an idea for the schedule, and I think it was Texas A&M. Let me pull up the schedule real quick.
Well, I know they said that Georgia's supposed to be Checker Nealon's week this year, so
that'll be week 3. We're playing Georgia. It'll be a tough task.
A big one.
But yeah, we got November 1st at home against Oklahoma. None of these times have been announced, so not really sure about the. We don't play Texas A&M this year. What? So we got Arkansas at home October 11th.
Same SEC schedule.
Yeah. We got Arkansas at home October 11th, Oklahoma at home November 1st. Josh Heupel taking it to his old team for the second year in a row. We may just give a schedule breakdown this episode, boys. We didn't really talk about that.
Let's do it.
I mean, hey, football is here. We've been talking a lot of basketball, a lot of baseball. Me and Kyle, we're going to stick with UFC because that's, speaking of UFC, a huge deal got announced today. They're going to be leaving ESPN and signed a deal with Paramount Plus. So what that is, basically you pay for Paramount. They're taking away the pay-per-view deals. Your Paramount subscription will give you access to watch all the UFC events, including pay-per-views. And they're even going to have some specific pay-per-view events or fight night events as well, live on CBS. So shout out to UFC doing away with the pay-per-views. All right, I'm the only one clapping, but that's all right. Shout out UFC for that. But
no, see, I'm good to see him get away from ESPN, but I've got a lot of hate in my heart for ESPN nowadays, unfortunately.
As a Tennessee fan, it's easy to grow some despair for ESPN. Just
ain't the same anymore.
Always having to, wait on another game to end for our game to. Well, our game would already start. We just wouldn't get to see the whole first quarter.
How many times did that happen? Like at least 8.
It happened once or twice during the football season, but the big thing with us was when basketball started. We'd always get the primetime games, but wouldn't get to watch the first
30 minutes.
10 minutes of it because a game before went into overtime. Or maybe it'd be a blowout and it just took forever. All right, boys. Anyways, football season's here. It's time to talk about it. We've been keeping the people somewhat entertained over the summer. Took a few weeks off. Nothing to worry about. But it's here. Almost, but it's here. Here in a couple weeks, we will be celebrating 1 year of $1 Million Radio. So thanks to everybody for getting us this far. I guess I can save this spiel for a couple weeks, but Tennessee will open up in Atlanta against Syracuse, August 30th, kickoff at noon Eastern time. I'm going to go try to pull up the line. I know it was 12.5 when it opened. Tennessee was the favorite. I think I heard that it moved up to 14.5. So Tennessee is the big favorite to win that game. A lot of questions that have already been mentioned about our team this year. But how do y'all think we look week 1 in Atlanta, boys?
17-35, we win.
I can get down with that.
I hope we can score 35. The line is at 14.5 in favor of Tennessee, minus 650 on the money line. So if you wanted to win $10, just bet Tennessee minus 650 on the money line. Put down $65 and win 10. 82% of the money is on the spread for Tennessee. 53% of the bet. So a lot of the money is on Tennessee, but it's more even if you look at the total number of bets. So Jacob thinks it's a big win. What about you, Griff?
See, I'd like it to be close just because I love close competitive games, but that's just a crazy person in me talking. I'd like to see the running game get going off real fast because I can't remember his name, but I've been hearing good stuff about the Duke transfer we got.
Star Thomas,
that's his name.
We'll also still have Desmond Bishop as well as Peyton Lewis.
Oh, yeah.
Peyton Lewis was a guy that I thought would have kind of a Dylan Sampson breakout year last year, where a couple years ago we saw Sampson was the backup, and anytime he touched the ball, we were just gaining yards. I think Peyton Lewis had some injuries that he dealt with last year, didn't get a whole lot of playing time, but he's one of the fastest running backs in the country. I'll tell you that right now, and he's very big. So I would love to see Peyton Lewis have a breakout year this year. And we're doing a lot of talking about Joey Aguilar, boys. He has not won the job yet. He's still got to win the job over Jake Merklinger, boys. Don't forget that name. Don't forget that name. Yeah. We also have Faison Brandon coming in next year. So hopefully he doesn't leave us after 2 years. But as far as the Syracuse game goes, I'm looking forward to it.
What's your prediction?
I bet we start slow, and I bet we finish slow, but I bet we win. Do I think it's 14.5? I don't know. I do think
10 points.
Syracuse is going to have a down year, but their head coach, Fran Brown, is arguably one of in that upper echelon of coaches in the country. Doesn't really have a big name because he hasn't really coached a lot of big teams yet, but he's done a decent job with Syracuse since he's been there.
He's responsible for knocking Miami out of any ACC championship or college football playoff contention last year.
Ooh, hold your ears, Miami fans. Yeah, that did happen.
You can't blow like a 21-point lead. You know, like come on.
That did happen. Tennessee's last football game, we all remember, at Ohio Stadium, Columbus. Ohio State took it to us for 4 whole quarters. Fractured 2 helmets from Nico Iamaleava. That was a game, man, where I really, really respected what Nico did. He really seemed like he was trying to put the team on his back. His wide receivers weren't getting open. The line wasn't blocking for him a whole lot. We couldn't get a running game going. Apparently, Dylan Sampson tweaked his hamstring against Vanderbilt and wasn't fully 100%. So he, I think, played 1 or 2 drives in the first quarter, and then we didn't see him again. But Nico is at UCLA. Dylan Sampson's at playing for the Cleveland Browns now. So best of luck to him and that shitty franchise. But so I think we're all in agreement. Tennessee starts the year 1-0, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Right. Hell yeah.
So week 2.
No, wait. No, what were we talking about? 2-0. They're going to be East Tennessee State.
Well, I mean, Jacob, I hadn't got there yet. You're spoiling it. No, but yeah, Tennessee against East Tennessee State, ETSU at home in week 2. Chalk it up as a win. But then week 3, boys, we got a big test on the hands of the Tennessee Volunteers early on. We host Georgia. Luckily, it's at home. And that's about all I'll say. We got 2 weeks to really prove ourselves, get the starting rotation down, get everybody's roles aligned. We're probably not going to break out a whole lot of tomfoolery against Syracuse or ETSU. But ultimately, you want to see those 2 wins. If we start off 0-2, it's not a good look for the playoffs, but season really doesn't start until that first SEC game. And we're going to be taking on the Georgia Bulldogs.
I think this is the year where it could be almost like 2022 Tennessee versus Alabama, where whoever goes and plays at home has the better chance of winning. Since Georgia's reeling in off a new quarterback and various roster changes, I think this could be a good year if we capitalize and get a win and gain some momentum.
Catch them sleeping earlier in the season. Yeah,
this could definitely turn into something where it's back and forth every other year, which I would like that. I would like that a lot.
Yeah,
I'm tired of losing to Georgia. They're pretty much the new Alabama.
8 years is too long.
Yeah, the last time we beat Georgia was the Dobnail boot, the Hail Mary to Jawan Jennings from Josh Dobbs that brought Butch Jones to tears. Might I add.
God, that shit brought me to tears, dog.
I mean, I
remember exactly where I was when that happened.
I mean, I've seen that highlight will go down as one of the best plays in Tennessee history. And when you watch the video, seeing Butch Jones drop to his knees, head in his hands, I despise that part. But, It is what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
What a game that was. But, hadn't beat him in 8 years.
I think this could be the year the things change. That's a lot of cope, I know, but
because I don't have confidence in Georgia at the QB position.
Well, I will say Gunnar Stockton will be the almost said head coach, the starting quarterback for Georgia after my twin Carson Beck left for Miami and like a thief in the night. But it's not my twin. I will say that.
Yeah, he is.
Maybe if he can grow a nice, full, luscious beard, we can talk. But he's still got a baby face. I don't see us winning this game, boys. I'm gonna be honest. Gunnar Stockton, what I was getting to was he's gonna be the starting quarterback. We saw him very briefly in a couple games after Carson Beck hurt his shoulder in the SEC championship game against Texas. I think this is gonna be like Stetson Bennett type thing, where a little bit of an undersized quarterback. He's going to have some mobility to him. He's probably going to be able to make most of the throws out there on the football field. And he's just going to be a system quarterback that, and I don't really even like that term, but system quarterback that gets the job done week in and week out. Do I think that he's going to lead Georgia to 2 national championships in a row? Probably not. But do I think that Georgia gets the win in Neyland? As of right now, I say yes. What about you, Griff?
See, I feel like I want to see it be close, but I feel like late, something's going to fall apart and they're just going to pull away.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Y'all need to be positive, man. We're gonna win on a field goal, a knuckleball field goal. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you this. We could. I could have my thoughts changed after the first 2 weeks of the season going into week 3 against Georgia.
Yeah, same here.
We could come out against Syracuse and ETSU, light it up with whoever's at quarterback, have a very good running game. But it's going to be the biggest test, obviously, 3 weeks into the season, biggest test of the season up to that point. And probably, other than at Alabama, it's probably going to be our toughest game of the year.
I think that Georgia, their first 2 games of the season, they're not really playing anyone, so they're not going to be facing any real competition.
Yeah.
Tennessee is playing Syracuse, and, Syracuse is going to have a down year, but they're going to be a well enough coached team, and they probably have some talent from last year to where it's still going to be a good bit of a test for Tennessee, and we'll kind of see with the whole quarterback situation what's going on with that, and we'll see how good or how bad our offense is, and so on. So, I mean, for each team, it's going to be a really big matchup. It's going to be the first SEC matchup, but I think Georgia is going to be at a disadvantage having not played anyone as good as Syracuse.
Yeah, it'll be a big test for them as well. I'm not discounting that. But moving on to week 4, Tennessee will host UAB. So other than the neutral site game in Atlanta, that will basically be a home game for Tennessee, I can imagine. We'll be at home for the first 4 weeks or the next 3 games after that. Then we have a road trip at Mississippi State, home of the Cowbells.
Straight up cheese, man. We're going to dog walk them. I hate to say it, but Mississippi State's looked awful the last couple of years.
Yeah, they are still a SEC team. I'm a little worried about this because, it is the first true road game. It's not a great environment to play in.
Yeah.
It's very annoying to play in, I can imagine.
See, as long as it's not a night game, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I was getting at is Tennessee always seems to lose at least one game a year that we're not supposed to. Last year it was at Arkansas. I can see this kind of being the same, maybe the same setup, if you will. If we beat Georgia and we're undefeated going into this game and then we lose this game, that's the type of thing I'm talking about. But I don't know. I think there are no lines out, obviously, so we'll have to see when we get there. But I'd like to see Tennessee win that game. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think Mississippi State has a good future. To be honest, I think that they're going to be a good team in the next few years. But honestly, I see us winning pretty handily by 2 scores. But
Okay.
like I said, it's all dependent on the first week and our quarterback situation. We have enough talent, though, so I'm not pressed about it. I just want to see.
The next game after that will be back at home against Arkansas. A little get back from last year's setback. If we were to win at Arkansas, we would have been playing in the SEC championship, I'm pretty sure. And who knows, maybe we get a home game instead of going at Ohio State. But one thing that's interesting about the playoffs this year, a little off topic, is they're doing true seeding this year. So it's not going to be, the top 4 conference winners all get the bye like Boise State did last year. Boise State got a bye. It's going to be, they're going to seed it. How do I put this?
Is it the same way the NFL does it?
Well, it's basically
By best record?
It's basically
strength of
like
schedule?
they're still going to have the top 4 conference winners get an automatic bid, but they don't get the first round bye.
Yeah,
and then
it's
whenever
the
they
true,
figure out
yeah.
the 12 teams that
Yeah.
are making it,
Okay.
they're just seeding it 1 through 12 that way, and they're going to play it forward. So the top 4
Yeah.
teams will get a bye, and then the rest will play out. But anyways, Tennessee hosts Arkansas October 11th. I think it's a little get back in Neyland Stadium. Give me the win.
Same here. Yep. I feel good about it.
Griff?
Me 3.
Okay. All right. Then at Alabama the following week, the 3rd Saturday. Actually, it will be the 3rd Saturday of October because we have a bye week before the Arkansas game after Mississippi State. So Tennessee at Alabama, hometown West Tennessee Martin kid Ty Simpson should be the starting quarterback going into the season. Hopefully he still has a job at that point. But that's one game I hope he doesn't play fantastic. I'll say that. Tennessee at Alabama. I'm going to chalk this up as a loss.
We're going to go in. We're going to make it a sludge fest. It's going to be the slowest game. It's going to be like 10-12 in the 4th quarter, and we're going to win.
So it's funny you say that because I think we lost to Alabama 10-12 off a blocked field goal.
Yeah, don't make me. I don't want to think about that.
2009 maybe.
This is Lane Kiffin's years. So yeah.
His name was
What was his name?
something Cody or Cody something. Anyways, regardless, I still feel like they should have had a penalty on that play because he threw his helmet off before, like after he
Literally,
blocked the kick,
as soon as he blocked it.
he just threw his helmet off, which is a 15-yard penalty. But, you know, things happen. So I think it's going to be a loss. Jacob's calling it a win. What about you, Griff?
I'm going to call it a close loss.
Okay.
I just think.
If we lose, I don't think it's close.
Yeah.
If we win, I think it's very close. But
Don't be mad when I'm right, man. Just don't be. I know you'll be happy.
why
when
would
you're like,
I
Jacob
be
said
mad?
so.
Why would I be mad if you called a Tennessee win at Tuscaloosa?
Because you doubted the team that's about to go 12-0 and win a national championship, man.
Maybe. Anyways, after that, at Kentucky, chalk it up as a win. Doesn't matter who we have at quarterback. Doesn't matter what team it is. We're going to go into Lexington in their grocery store stadium and win.
Doesn't matter the continent, the time of day, the weather. Kentucky is getting the belt from their little brother, or from their big brother. I'm sorry, from their big brother Tennessee.
Yeah. And then starting off November 1st, Tennessee will host Oklahoma, another which I think will hopefully be the blackout uniform game. Hopefully that's a night game. Josh Heupel hosting his alma mater.
That's perfect.
I think in Neyland Stadium, I think Oklahoma is going to be a lot better this year than last year. They're going to have one of the best defenses in the SEC. So hopefully we have our offense figured out at that point, and it's not kind of like last year where we play the first few games, Tennessee's lighting it up on these small teams, and then we run into Oklahoma earlier in the year. Tennessee they figure out they have to run the ball because their quarterback and whatever they don't trust fully. My big thing for Tennessee this year, get back to Josh Heupel's offense. That's all I want to see. If we finish 7-6, 8-4, or I don't even think that math adds up. 7-5, 8-4, whatever it is, 10-0, or I mean 12-0, 10-2, whatever. I don't care what the record is. I want to see us lighten it up offensively, or at least trying to. You know what I'm saying? At least try to.
Dude, there's a whole compilation of open receivers that Nico didn't catch. Like, the offense was there, just the throwing wasn't, and the receivers probably weren't doing something on their end too. I'm not trying to blame it 100% on the quarterback, but there's still remnants of it. But it was just trying to be a little more balanced, I would think.
Yeah. So I think Tennessee will win at Oklahoma, or excuse me, when they host Oklahoma. The next week will be the homecoming week. Chalk it up as a win against New Mexico State. If we lose that game, I'm not going to say what I was about to say. And then this is what's interesting to me. The second to last game of the season at Florida, a game that we normally play around week 3 or 4. It is in the swamp, which would normally be hot as hell, swampy, very, very tough stadium to play in no matter what week it is, what the temperature is like. But the fact that we're getting it late November, and the first time we played them in November since, I think, 2001 when 9/11 happened. I could be wrong about that, but why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? They had to play the weekend that 9/11 happened, and they canceled all the games that weekend.
Sorry, it was just so random.
And so then they ended up making it up in November.
That also caught me off guard.
Sorry.
I was like,
I know. I was like, what? Like, what?
Anyways, all right.
9/11. Oh, that's so funny.
You get it.
See, Lord, this sucker's gonna make or break my year, boys.
Yeah.
I don't know when that game happened. I may not even been born yet. I was born November 29th, 2001.
It might have been in like December, actually. It might have been like the week, because they got like an off week before the conference championships.
Or was it like the Army Navy game week?
Yeah, I think they used it. I don't know. Whatever. You get it. Tennessee at Florida. I think this is the first time we win in the swamp since 2003. I do.
Which was 2 years after 9/11, right?
Yeah, I think we're winning.
I'm just making sure.
What about you?
I think we're gonna win. No, I think Florida's gonna lose 9-11.
Okay.
Game winning safety.
We contain DJ Lagway the whole game and then sack him in the end zone to win the game. That'd be crazy.
There's a fumble. They bounce on it.
Hey, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. $1 Million Radio is back. But yeah, then we end the year Thanksgiving weekend hosting Vanderbilt, and we're gonna win 56-0. Diego Pavia throws
Give him
5
that
interceptions.
stepson treatment.
Diego Pavia, after a whole off season of talking and even talking before their game last year that came out on Netflix any given Saturday, saying that they can beat Tennessee any given Saturday, and then we win by 2 touchdowns. Even after spotting them 14, 17 points at the beginning of the game. But yeah, I think we win at Vanderbilt. So let's go through the preseason top 25 just real quick before we get to our $1 Million Radio songs of the week. So preseason AP top 25 college football poll just got released about 30 minutes ago or so. 1 through 5, Texas, Penn State, Ohio State, Clemson, Georgia. Any quick thoughts about that top 5, boys?
Georgia's a little high to me. I'm not sure why they're top 5, but I mean, that's irrelevant. It's fun.
I'd be interested to see what Penn State does this year, being number 2. Texas is supposed to have the best roster in the country. Ohio State is the reigning national champions. So I don't really have
Vanderbilt's not up there, man, in the top 5 according to Pavia.
Clemson might be a little too high at 4, but yeah, I see what you're saying. 6 through 10, we got Notre Dame, Oregon, Alabama, LSU, Miami.
See, I don't get the LSU hype.
There's a lot of hype around LSU.
There is a lot of hype around LSU.
Nussmeyer.
Yeah, he'll probably be Heisman or in the running for the Heisman, but LSU hasn't won an opening game since Brian Kelly took over, and I think week 1 they're playing Clemson. Let me double check that. Let me double check that. Great game.
And isn't Texas and Ohio State playing first game of the year?
Yeah. LSU and Clemson, August 30th. I think that's the Sunday game. Same spot that they were in last year when they played USC and they lost. Because Notre Dame played Texas A&M week 1 last year. Where was I? Oh my goodness, what had just happened? So yeah, Clemson at LSU week 1. Give me Clemson all day in that. See if I can find the line real quick before we try to finish the top 25. Because I'm very interested in what this line is. All right, I'm scrolling, boys. I'm scrolling. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Here we are. This is professionalism at its finest. Alabama at Florida State minus 13.5. That's something to look at. I might take Florida State on the line in that one.
The spread is plus 4.5 for LSU, so minus 4.5 for Clemson.
Yeah. FanDuel's got it at minus 3.5 for Clemson. I may take that. Or maybe at least Clemson money line. But anyways, 11 through 15, we got Arizona State, Illinois, South Carolina, who's got a lot of hype, Michigan, and then Florida at 15. We'll have to see if DJ Lagway can stay healthy for more than 2 weeks at a time. But 16 through 20, SMU, Kansas State, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, and Indiana. And we will see a top 25 matchup in that game in Dublin, number 17, Kansas State against number 22, Iowa State. But to round out the top 25, at 21, Ole Miss, Iowa State. 23 is Texas Tech, followed by Tennessee at 24 and Boise State at 25. So, all right. I think it's pretty fair to have Tennessee ranked at 24 right now, but
I do too. Yeah,
we got a lot of time to prove it, you know. But quickly, boys, there's one one song we need to talk about. I think we're all in agreement on this. $1 Million Radio Song Pick of the Week. Jacob Fine, go ahead, take it away.
Man, I really do appreciate it. On Friday, on the 8th, I just released a new song with Camille Kano. She's a pop artist from Seattle, so we did a remote collab together. She wanted to do a rock song. I wanted to have a singer on it, and it just worked out great. Man, I made the track, sent it to her. She wrote the lyrics. She produced all the vocals, all the backgrounds. She sent me all the stems, and I put it in, and my gosh, it turned out better than I could have ever expected it to. I mean, it really brought the whole track to a whole different level that I already knew what I want the song to sound like on it. I already had everything in my head, how I want the intro to go, how the guitar and how the chords were going to be, and the song structure. But when she sent me back, especially like the background vocals, I think that made the song just 100 times better. So I'm very grateful for the collab and the opportunity. I'd hope to do it again. But yeah, everyone check out Haunted by Myers Hollow with Camille Kano.
Haunted Myers Hollow. Oh gosh, I already messed it up. I'm sorry. I was gonna ask Jacob, how did like, you said she's from Seattle. How did y'all meet?
So yeah, I appreciate the question. Basically,
yeah, you're welcome.
Instagram. Yeah, Instagram does has an algorithm. Of course, it's not nothing crazy. But once you look up one singer, it'll start boosting other singers that have like paid for their boosts, on certain reels, and so it makes you connect to a bunch of other singers once you show interest in like one or two. So I'm telling you, I've messaged probably at least 300 singers, and I'm not expecting a response from every single one because that would be insane. And I can't handle all the, if I were to get a response back from everyone. But I messaged her, and I did email her because she had her contact available, and she hit me right back. So that's basically how it's gone with every other singer I've worked with. They've just been suggested on the Instagram algorithm. That's how I've connected to them.
That's what's up, man. Myers Hollow, Camille Kano, Haunted.
Oh yeah.
Check it out. It's a very, very good song. Like we said, it's a little different than what Jacob's normally producing and all that. Camille does a great job on the vocals. Do you have any other songs in the works right now that may be coming out soon? Well, you might like to tease.
Well, obviously Haunted is my third release. I'd had In Time with Anna. And then I actually was featured on a song called Tectonic Plates by Molly Rainwater. And then Haunted came out this past weekend. So I have another song with Molly going to come out soon. We're making that right now. And then there's another singer I'm working with. I sent it to you. It's that dance rock song.
Yeah.
It sounds just like Two Door Cinema Club. It's that kind of vibe. So each song I'm doing something a little different, and I think that's why I enjoyed Haunted so much, because I'm not used to making something like that, So you can expect something by the end of this month or in the beginning of September. It's going to be a summer, a song to end the summer with a girl named Sophie Perez. We're going to be doing a song together. So
awesome, man. A lot in the works for Jacob and Myers Hollow. But yeah, any last words, Griff?
If it weren't for Griffin, I wouldn't have the name Myers Hollow. Just letting you know.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Let's not.
Yeah, we're not going to go into.
Let's not sell me out like that, Jacob.
We're not going to go into why it's called Myers Hollow.
The people that know. The people that don't shouldn't. So we'll keep it at that. But
Myers Hollow.
Yeah, hopefully. My band, the Love Giants. Hopefully, we'll have a song out here. Hopefully by the end of August or September. We're just working on the recording dates.
Yeah. Myers Hollow is actually Griffin's stage name at the local male strip club.
You are so wrong.
Sorry, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. $1 Million Radio. I didn't even say what episode this was. I think it's 35, right?
I think so.
My brain wanted to say 36, but I'll go with y'all.
Yeah, I think it's 35. 35 episodes in, football season right around the corner once again, back in the old studio. And Jacob will Jacob will be back next week.
I will be.
So
I'm
live
really
and in
excited.
person.
I'm really excited about that. I've missed coming in person. I've also missed being in person. So I'm looking forward to being able to talk to y'all instead of a screen with y'all's faces on it.
Yeah, Jacob's been coming on the screen for 20 episodes now. So
And that's all, folks.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, episode 35, $1 Million Radio. Go to mdminds.com, get you a MD rope hat, get you a hoodie. It's about to be cool fall weather once again. We're very close to football season. And from here on out, expect a video every week, maybe one or two a week here from $1 Million Radio. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.